How to be the richer in The Witcher. Yeah, the best money making method so you get like 100k crowns or even more. Stay tuned for... What's up guys, I'm Franky Boy on this channel covering The Witcher since I think a few years, of course. I think since 2022 or so, and this channel is specialized on it, so you came to the party, you came to the right spot. Today I will present you the best practices to earn many coins and to get those coin tossers tossing towards you as much as you can. Now after the release of Season 4, you might be in the mood again to be the richer. Hey Hoss, what's up man? Method number one is for those early birds, the early game farm spot, and it might be well known to you. It is right here at Martin Feuille's farmstead, and this is eastern from the from Novigrad, northern from Oxenford, and it's just about here. From this fast travel point you go northeast and to this cow farm, and there you just simply ignite or slay these cows as fast as you can, as many as you can, and then, what a surprise, you meditate and do the same stuff over again. Well, that sounds amazing, sounds like a lot of fun, and in the end you're gonna have tons and tons of corpses of cows. How amazing is that? Well, I'll tell you what, it's not that funny, and if you have the Skellige Islands unlocked already, I told you another method to make a lot of money in my other video that I released yesterday. This was called like Huge Mistakes for The Witcher 3. I think we now have different titles, so it's a little bit more complicated. There's like the title testing feature in YouTube available now. But yeah, there I showed you yet another more crazy spot. After you killed those, you collect all the cowhide, etc., and you go off to the Novigrad city and sell it. You sell all the cowhide at all the vendors. If they run out of money, meditate for 5 nights and they will be restocked. But keep in mind, the Chord is after you and it will hunt you down. If you return to White Orchard, maybe it should be called White Orchard afterwards. So there's like a threshold. After X amount of cows killed, the Chord will appear, and it will appear regularly in White Orchard and will come after you many times. It's not gone after you killed it one time. But real money makers, we go to Moncrane Castle in the Blood and Wine DLC. Don't get disorientated by the icy area, it's just a mod creating more ice flavor for me in that DLC. By the way, you can also go to the Artach Palace ruins, which is northern here in the DLC. Yeah, it's both a Hanse Bay. I would recommend you guys to check out my build videos, maybe get the spin to win build, where you have euphoria, some toxic stuff going on, and you spin around, right round, baby, right round. But let's go off with the workflow best farm spot in that whole game that is not a glitch. First, kill off that first bandit. By the way, again, it's behind the Blood and Wine paywall, so better get that DLC. You go in first, maybe prepare yourself with Quen, and then you are in that first courtyard. You let that guy with the torch go. Let him go, because he will call for other people to support, he will call to arms, and Rohan will likely come and help. We want that because there's more enemies to loot. Maybe kill the bandit with the bow first and then go for the other ones. It depends on how strong you are. If you can manage to kill all of the guys in one pull, you can do it. But rangers, like range people, I would suggest to go for them first. Go for this archer right here and also go for the crossbows if possible. There's also like an enchantment for your chest armor that you deflect all arrows. If you have that, all easy. Make sure to kill all of the guys except for one, the boss of the castle. Never ever kill him, because he will then make this farm spot unfarmable for you. So totally keep that in mind. Now that Rohan arrived, so the support, we kill the second wave of enemies, and they are super crowded at these stairs. So yeah, you can just slash through them if you have that build, that I rock. And here you can see there's tons of bodies to loot with tons of weapons they dropped. Humans drop weapons, and that's just amazing to sell, especially at all of the super expensive vendors here in the Blood and Wine DLC. Kill that last one or the few last ones, but remember, never go here. Don't go into that place. Don't kill a guy down there or up there. Now follow my path back into the first courtyard and go down this slight No, it's not a slide, but it could be an awesome water slide. Go down here and there's the thing that Geralt loves most in his life. Of course, a portal. Go through that portal and you will spawn somewhere else. Now go through that portal too, which is a game, and you're back again. And now you still have your buffs. You still have everything you put in, like all the decoctions, everything is set up. With one difference, there's respawn. So it's like a meditation, but without the negative effect of losing your decoctions. You don't have to go into the inventory. You don't have to go all the way out again. You're just in that first courtyard. That guy calling for support will go up again, and you can just simply slash through enemies down here. And you can do this infinitely. You can infinitely farm this farm spot and easily make more than 200k per hour if you like level 100, because everything will be worth more if you level up. And that is like the third important tip. To get money, you need to level, because things get more expensive if you reach new levels. Next up is vendor management. There's many important vendors in that game that you of course need to sell your stuff to, because yeah, you need to get the liquidity out of the stuff that is of value, of course. And to liquidate that, you of course go to Metina Gate in the Blood and Wine DLC, to that Grandmaster Smith, also of course to the blacksmith here, as well as the armorer. There you can sell your stuff, especially at the Grandmaster, because there you will likely lose a ton of money again if you upgrade your armor. I would also suggest to go out and of course to Novigrad. There you have a few vendors as well, but the most important one I would say here is at the upper mill. And yeah, it's the rune right. You can get this runes. Super important, especially if you're a RuneScape fan. And if they are still out of budget, meditate for 5 to 7 nights or full days, let's say it like this, and you will then of course get them restocked with money to buy your stuff from you. Keep in mind, once you sold like, I don't know, 500, 1000 items to them, it's gonna lag. In my case, I sold so much to this Grandmaster. Yeah, sometimes it takes many seconds to load the inventory of him. Now, there are multiple other ways of generating money in that game. And one I would suggest is go up to that website. It's like Witcher 3 interactive map. Use it, only show the signposts as well as the monster nests, and get some proper build going. You then clear a monster nest and you leave one item in. Totally leave one item in. Maybe you were smart and are at a location with another monster nest. Redo the same stuff. Kill all of the monsters, loot everything, leave one item in. And once you left that in, you go into your meditation, of course. And meditation is not always just relaxing, but it is also resetting. It's resetting the monster nests after 5 full days of meditation. And keep in mind, you can only meditate for 23 hours, so you might need one more meditation. What a nice tip. Also keep treasure hunts in mind. They might reward you with some stuff, but it's not that good, as well as dismantling the gear to save up on some increasement costs, like lowering your costs will also make you richer, of course. And you can play Gwent, etc. But there's one more thing that I would like to show you in Novigrad, and it's of course here at the Hierarch Square. There's this marker that I placed, and yeah, here's a shopkeeper. But is that really a shop? Wow, that loading time is insane at this point. Why is that? Let's see. Here at the Hierarch Square, there is a banker. Ah, Vivaldi. And yeah, he can, of course, get yourself a loan. I just got 100 crowns, but paying it back is, of course, more expensive. So, yeah, I don't know. You can then take another loan, and he will then again lend you 100 crowns. So, I don't know. That is a money sink. It's not to recommend. But converting the currency can be like a nice thing to do. And in this case, I got 127 coins that I got from random foreign currency. And you can always, like, from time to time come here to get it. Totally recommendable. That looks warm. Don't destroy the knowledge. Now, I wouldn't recommend Gwent too much to make money, to be honest, but I would want to recommend some mods. Over 9000, e.g. the Unlimited Inventory Space mod, super recommended. By the way, I recommend my mod video, Top Mods in The Witcher 3, after the next gen update. Watch that if you really want to dive in deep. Vendor's Richer, second mod I would recommend. Auto loot to loot faster, makes you more efficient. And maybe if you want to fast travel anywhere, you can now like fast travel right here, even if you're not at a fast travel point. But keep in mind, this can be game breaking. Sometimes the game has certain events for you planned. So the game is scripted that you go to the fast travel point and then something will happen or so. And if you don't go to that fast travel point because you have the fast travel anywhere mod, this might break your whole game. So keep that in mind. If you use it, better not play a story mission or so. Or if you play the story mission, play it normally. Well, yeah, one of the best other tips is like to, of course, level up your character and use some of my glitch videos that I created for you about the best glitches, e.g. on Skellige, to get rich in The Witcher 3. Hopefully that helped you guys out and you're now prepared for the next gen update 2, which is the DLC in 2026 that might be releasing if that rumor is right. And you just came back to the party because The Witcher Season 4 is there. I did not watch it yet. Last season I got early access by Netflix, but this season I did not reach out. I don't know, I want to experience it myself on Friday and I'm excited for a nice weekend to watch it with my wife and relax. And the early access stuff is always like branded and it then says Fragnat, which is my German channel. And it's like kind of destroying the experience because it's so watermarked that you can't like leak it. Makes sense, right? Yeah, besides that, just play the game. Best tip to get some money in that game right here. Always accept everything you see at the boards. You know the drill. Hopefully that helped you guys out. See you in the next or last video. Maybe in that playlist up here that I created for The Witcher 3 with best builds, best tips, etc. Totally the build videos are recommendable. And right here, you should totally check that out. That is recommended to you by YouTube. A video that YouTube thinks you're gonna like. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will speak to you in the next video and follow for more. Goodbye, guys. Thanks.